Yes, I'm at the O2 in London. Look who it is. It's Dean Lynch Ward.
Speaking, what's happening?
It's the Dean, on a personal level. Like, you know, you supported my channel from the start. Same as with you, supported you. That day a few weeks back, I mean, the dust settled now. What a day that was when on the Decker fight.
It was a day to build up to the fight, like you're saying. You know, you have certain days when you do certain things and preparations and everything. But listen, look, there's no excuses on the day, and who knows? You know, we might be able to do it again. You never know. But at the minute now, it's about starting the BKB journey, getting the weight down, get some wins under my belt, and Hector, coming for you.
Is anything confirmed with the Hector? Is that?
Hector's 100% fighting without a shadow of a doubt.
Any date on that yet, Dean?
No, we're going to get a date penciled in this week. There's going to be a private fight. Once the fight's agreed, everything's agreed, pay-per-view's agreed, it'll be a private fight, private location. Yeah. And then the journey continues from there.
What do you know about Hector? I mean, apart from what he says on the YouTube.
That's about it. Listen, I'm not going to take that away from him. The man can fight. You know, we can fight. You can't take it away. You know, any man that's laced gloves, got in the ring and boxing can fight. Do you know what I mean? There's no two ways about it. The thing is there is, you know, what happens on the day. Now, what you got to realise is, I went in there with a man a lot bigger than me, a lot more active, and he couldn't get me out of there.
He was quite fit as well, wasn't he? That's the fittest. You know, I've known him for a long time, and that's the lightest and fittest I've probably seen him, to be fair.
The best version of Deck Heggie was on the day that I've seen by far. But, you know, at the end of the day, he couldn't get me out of there, and I've been on the couch for 10 years, so let's see what Hector can do.
Right, you was there, I was there. Can you just clear something up for me? You did rock Decker Heggie in that first minute of that fight, remember?
You know, we're not sure of that, and I stand on that all day long, but like you're saying, that was a 50% version of me. There's no excuse on the day though, because when you get in the ring, if you don't perform on that day to your best ability, that's your fault, no one else's. You know, would I do it again without a shadow of a doubt to my fighting, man? Like I said, I've proven I go down and get up and I keep coming, and there's no two ways about that. So, arguably, I thought the best version is of Decker Heggie today. Let's not take it away, the man can fight, the man's tough and he can fight.
Do you think it's a fair comment that what he does lack in skill, when his skills have got a lot better, he makes up for in punching power that he can take?
Punching power and his punching resistance, he makes it up with it. They're the two things he makes it up with. So realistically, see with Decker, you've got to, what I've realised, if I was to do it again with Decker, not that I'm calling for the rematch, but you know, if it was to happen again, I know what I need to do. I've got to be willing to take him on the stretch, and you know, it's got to be a long day. You're never going to get him out of there early, because no matter what you give that man, he'll keep coming.
So, obviously, you're in London today. You're cornering Ben Atchett.
I'm cornering Ben Atchett today down at the BKB in London.
You
here today, yeah.
Obviously, like we've said, that was the best version, certainly and the fittest that I've seen, Decker Heggie. You did give a lot of weight away in that fight. So now Hector's probably more your weight. Yeah. How's your mindset now with fighting and training?
I've always had a good mindset. Like I said, I had a lot of problems prior to that fight. A lot going on. I was getting roped in too many lives, too many podcasts, too many interviews. You know, it took me off my job. The job I was meant to be doing, I wasn't there for that job. It took me off the beaten track for that. So what I'm going to be doing now is, like I said, there's going to be limited interviews, limited exposure. It's just gym time and fight time. The weight, I'll sit down, I'm going to get down to about 80 kilos, I'm more of a natural weight, confident I'm fighting up, and I'm good to go.
What, have you got any rough date you think that the Hector fight will happen?
We'll have to agree that with Hector, he's called it, I've called it, so I'll give him a date and location, but I want a date that suits him because he's got an injury. You know, he's not been as active. You know, like you're saying, I might get one in before the Hector fight, probably about 8 weeks for me and Hector. 8 to 10 weeks, not a problem, let's get on.
And your goal now is to take up like bare knuckle properly, because obviously when you were fighting...
I've got 3 good years left in me. I've been on the couch for 10 years, I've done nothing for 10 years. I come back out and I put myself in the Premier League, BKB, which he's up there. 10 years on the couch, so realistically now, after them 10 years on the couch, I'm giving myself 3 more years and I'm going to call it a day.
Obviously, you're quite a big draw now. You're very well known after the Decker fight and before that. Is there any specific shows that you want to fight on, or are you going to just do the?
I just do whatever comes my way. I'm willing to do it. You know, if it's a BKB promotion, it's a big show. And, you know, a big draw. I bring the numbers, I bring the views, I put the bums on the seats as well. You know, so it doesn't really matter where I fight in the UK, as long as it's a big enough promotion and I can get the exposure. You know me, I can get the house rocking. So it is what it is. You know what I mean?
So we'll hopefully we'll have a date in the next month or so for a potential fight before Hector.
Yeah, we'll have a date next week.
And obviously, you're here for this tonight. You and your missus are staying here, and you're going to Essex tomorrow, I believe.
Essex tomorrow, yeah.
What, would you say, for a celebrity football match?
I think it's a celebrity football match I would an invite to, so yeah.
Yeah, nice. Are you playing? Because obviously you've been a main star, haven't you?
I'm always a main star now. I'm only joking. I'm not playing, no, not at all.
Dean, on a more serious note, I just want to say on a personal level, thank you for everything you've done for my channel. You certainly are the highest viewed single individual person, and it means everything. Inviting me to that fight, that little high five we did on the day, the new intro video. Do you like my new intro video?
Yeah, man, I've seen it, man. It is. But listen, like you're saying, you know, I'll be bringing every part of me, 110% part of me to the next fight. The only thing I won't be coming is the Bella. Staying off the pints now, you know what I mean?
Right, do you want to jump in with him quick?
Come here, kid.
This is my boy. Like, I'm going to put this as the thumbnail picture. What do you think of Dean? You love that intro, didn't you?
Yeah.
Right, Dean Lynch Ward, as usual. It's been a pleasure, mate. I think I'm going to see you in 4 weeks in Manchester.
4 weeks Manchester, August the 18th.
Good luck to Ben Hatchett tonight and enjoy the show, buddy. Thank you very much, Dean. Talk soon, pal.